This tutorial will walk you through the online application for the fiscal year 2022 Arts Conservation License Plate Grant Program, otherwise known as the Mooseplate Grant Program. This application is for Arts Council grants only, and applicants must submit a letter of intent to apply on official letterhead prior to completing a full grant application. Check the guidelines for the grant coordinator's contact information. Very important to do that. So the first part of the application is the applicant data. And this is your information, your organization's information, either the municipality or if you are a nonprofit organization, all of that required information as well. The application is very straightforward in terms of what is required, particularly for nonprofits. We need a DUNS number. We need to know that your Attorney General letter of good standing is available and that your New Hampshire certificate of good standing is available. We want to know when you were granted your IRS exemption and that your determination letter is also available. Any field that has an asterisk next to it is required. The second section is the contact person or the site coordinator. You should only fill this out if this is different from the authorized official that you listed in the first section. The third section is the grant request information. And we have a drop down here for a project identification, what kind of project it is. You want to place a one sentence or phrase title and summary of your project. Start and end dates, how much you're requesting, the project director's name, if it's different from the authorized official or the contact person that you already listed, and lots of other information about whether you received an award in the past, etc. The fourth section is demonstrating public ownership of the facility, and this is very important as well. The fifth section relates to accessibility assurances. And so you want to fill out these fields as well. And you want to complete and upload the National Endowments for the Arts brief accessibility checklist, and that is available. You'll see here in the instructions there is a link that you can copy and paste into your browser to access that checklist, but this checklist is also linked to in the guidelines. More questions about accessibility, etc. And the sixth section is the documents upload. This is where you are going to upload all of the required documents. It is important before you start working on this application to have all of your documents completed and in a folder on your computer where you know how to access it. That will make things much, much easier. Uploading a document to this application is just like attaching something to an email or uploading a photo to Facebook or Instagram. You're going to click Choose Files. A little window will open on your computer. You can choose your file and attach it right here. And you'll be able to see it once it's attached. So the narrative questions must be attached, the budget form must be completed and attached, a letter certifying public ownership of the facility, any images of the project, the resume or biography of the project director, information about contractors or craftspeople or artists that you will be working with, any bids that you have, and organizational work samples if you haven't linked directly to them in your narrative. Nonprofit applicants will also have to submit a year-end financial statement, current board list, And facility applicants must include their 3-year facility plan, correspondence with historic resources, historic structures report. And finally, the 7th section is your certification. This is your electronic signature. And so once you have filled everything out and attached all your documents, you will click agree, type your name and title into these boxes, and then click submit. Once you click submit, you should receive a message right on your screen that indicates that your application has been accepted. If the system does not accept your application, that probably means that you haven't filled out a required field. So you'll have to scroll up and fill out the field or fields that you might have missed. You can also save your draft as you're working on it. The submittable system does save things automatically, but it's always a good idea every few minutes or so to scroll down and click Save Draft, especially if you plan on coming back to the application at a later date. So that's it. Very simple, straightforward, easy to fill out. As always, we are available if you have questions about the online application. Feel free to reach out, and remember, read and follow the guidelines carefully. That will make this part of the process much, much easier. Thanks so much.